Hi guys, and welcome to Different Russia channel. A wonderful sunny day. The video was filmed in the beginning of the spring 2018, so that is why the trees are not green yet. The weather is wonderful and I decided, well, why not go somewhere? And today we go with you to a very small village or a very small town, so let it be a small town. It is called Radonezh, about 1 hour northeast of Moscow, about 55 kilometers. If you would like to go with me, watch this video. Very often in comments you ask me what is the best time to visit Russia. As I live in Moscow region, I may tell you that the best time to visit Moscow and Moscow region is the end of spring, summer and the beginning of autumn. This year spring was wonderful. It was really very warm. Not warm, but I should say hot, because sometimes the weather was about 30 degrees. That is incredibly hot, especially for our spring. We had very many sunny days and blue sky. So, as I have already told you, the video was filmed in the beginning of spring. That is why you may see the trees without green leaves. Right now, guys, we go with you along Betonka road. Around Moscow we have several rings. Several ring roads. Betonka is just one of them. As I live not in Moscow but in a small town which is called Fryazino, so to get to Radonezh I must go along Betonka road. Honestly speaking, I hate this road because, well, as you may see, it is very narrow. It has only one way in each direction, and in my opinion that is, well, a little bit dangerous, especially during the evening and during the night time. So every time when I can escape this road, so when I can go along some other road, I just take some other road. So I prefer not to go by Betonka road, but today we go with you along this road because it is the quickest way to get from Fryazino, the city where I live now, to Radonezh. About Radonezh I will tell you a little bit later. There will be an episode about this village, but today I would like to answer some questions that I get in comments. If you have any questions, by the way, you may write them in the comments under this particular video. One of the most popular questions in comments is about money. How much money should I take if I go to Moscow for a week, for example? So guys, I don't know, because, well, some people love to spend a lot of money. Some people, well, they are very thrifty, so they do not spend a lot. First of all, guys, you must decide where you are going to live. So whether it will be a hostel or a hotel, or maybe you would like to rent a flat or a room. As for hotels, the prices start from $50 American per night. So that is the average sum. Of course, you may find a cheaper variant or a more expensive variant, but the general price is about 3,000 rubles or about $50 American per night. What else? To have lunch or to have breakfast, for example, in a cafe, will be about $10 American. That is not a restaurant, well, just some cafe. A ticket to a museum will be about 500 rubles, about 10 American dollars. So some museums are cheaper, some museums are more expensive. By the way, you may check all the information online, because now all the museums have their websites. There you may get all the information you need, so how the museum works. Also, you may buy a ticket online. Before going somewhere, please check the website of the museum or of the gallery. It will be very helpful. About transport, the cheapest way, of course, is metro or underground. So to get from one place to another, it will be the cheapest way and the quickest way. Also, I recommend you to buy Troika card. It will help you to save really a lot of money, almost 50% of your money. If you want to go shopping somewhere in Moscow, I recommend you to go to the suburbs of Moscow, because there you will find a lot of big malls, a lot of plazas. As for the center of Moscow, it will be very expensive, and I think that if you want to buy really good things, so with small money, you should go somewhere to the suburbs of Moscow. I showed you one of the plazas. We went with you to Belaya Dacha. That is a really big plaza in the suburbs of Moscow. From the nearest metro station you can get there by a free bus, also very convenient. I forgot to tell you about the toilets. Usually you must pay for the toilet. Prices start from 30 rubles, so let it be from 50 cents up to $1 American for one ticket to a toilet. So now let's count how much money you should have for one day. So we do not count hotels because, well, it is very individual. Let's start with food. For food, I think it will be 1,000 rubles. That is minimum for one day. Museums. So 2 museums, I think that is enough for one day. So also 1,000 rubles. Then transport. Buses, metro, I think about 500 rubles. As for shopping, also that is very individual. So some small souvenirs, it will be about 1,000 rubles. So it turns out about 300 rubles, about 50 American dollars per one day, but that is really the minimum money. So minimum is 50 American dollars, but I think that to feel very comfortable, you should spend about 100 American dollars per one day if you want to go to some museums, if you want to go to some cafes. So I'm not talking about restaurants, because restaurants are rather expensive. Also, I should remind you that here all the prices are in rubles. $1 American is about 62 rubles right now. There is no problem to pay with your bank card, credit card or debit card. So all the stores, all the museums, except bank cards, you may pay with your bank card. Also, I advise you to have some cash, especially if you go to some small cities or you would like to buy something on the street, so some street food. So also very helpful for you will be to have a little bit of cash money. Sometimes bank cards do not work. That is why it is better to have a little bit of cash. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope that this video was useful for you. If you would like to support my channel, you may follow me on Patreon. Thank you once again. If you have any questions, you're welcome to write them in comments. Goodbye, see you soon in the next episode. Пока!